Every time I come back to the US from India, the food in the US tasted a little inferior, or I should say different, compared to what I experienced back in India. And every time I've given credit to the cooking expertise of my families and friends. But then I came across a book called Small Giants, written by Bo Burlingham. In this book, the author explores how certain companies chose to stay small despite having the option to go bigger. And their rationale was if they become bigger, the values and the ethos will be lost. Regardless, in this book, there was a company with the name Zingerman mentioned, which is a small deli shop out of Ann Arbor, Michigan. They are known for what they do and very famous in the region, and they were also ranked highly in the Times Magazine. The author mentioned that the owners of Zingerman always wanted to source the ingredients from certain parts of the world, and they're very particular about it. Reason was very simple. They thought if they get the ingredients from other sources, the character their sandwiches demonstrate will be completely lost. There's a term given to that known as terroir. And if you look, this is a French word and which predominantly means taste from place. In other words, Zingerman owners believe that when they get the ingredients, let's say a particular crop from certain region, the sunlight the crop get, the way it is cultivated, the water in the bedrock, the soil on which it is grown, all of that exudes a character which translates into the uniqueness of their burger or sandwiches they were making. That was an aha moment for me. Probably it is a terroir which was making the food tastier in India than compared to the US. Not to take any credit away from my mother or mother in law, but I thought that's a reason. Because when we make food in the US, the same okra that we make is not the same because it may be grown in Mexico than in the subterranean region of India. And that's the reason why it has a different climatic condition adding to that factor, which is very difficult to pinpoint but has certain source and meaning. Terroir word was originally made or kind of demonstrated based upon the wine cultivation that was done in France. There were certain regions, and every region has a character, how the wine is cultivated, and the crop is harvested, and how the soil and the sunlight and the water in that region behaves will give a character to the wine. But that has traveled beyond wine as well. For example, you can very well make out the taste of coffee from Colombia as compared to Ethiopia, or for example, cheese from Camembert in France versus Italian Parmigiano. All of those has characters, and those characters actually comes from the soil it is grown, the way it is cultivated, and how the sunlight and the water comes together in complete flow. Well, that was an aha moment for me, but I want to extend this concept a little further as well to companies we work for. Oftentimes, when you ask what differentiate your company, now you are very difficult to pinpoint on certain things. I work for a technology company, and it is very difficult to pinpoint how are you different from your competition because technology can be very well replicated, the offerings are predominantly all the same, but still there's a character we demonstrate, which I'm presuming our client sees or we demonstrate knowingly or unknowingly, which is our terroir, which makes us unique. So all of us has to think about what is that we want to do with our company, what is the terroir you want to create so that when you stand out there, you stand out unique, yet no one can replicate because the soil on which you stand, the values that you demonstrate, the ethos that you keep inside you, and the culture of the company that comes together defines you as a person, you as a company, which provides a value back to your client, and hopefully in a unique manner, which can let you stand tall and be proud of what you associate yourself with. So I leave you with a small thought. I would love to hear your comments. What is your terroir for your company or for your experience or for maybe your food as well? Leave behind your comments. And if you like what you heard here, please do subscribe to my channel, spread the word, and pass the message, and click that icon below for more such videos in the future. Thank you once again for listening. Take care now. Bye.